or a video haul actually. I received one of those orders in from Crafter's Companion and from the Scrapbook Expo. And so I want to show you what I have. But first, I want to talk about the Blick markers. We all remember these. I did a haul about them a couple of days ago, or maybe it was last week. And the new colors came in, and so I did a update on the new colors. And so I just really wanted to try them out more than just swatching, because I did a swatch, and so I really wanted to try them out. And I keep asking myself, why do I need so many colors? You know, they have 146 colors and 147 if you count the colorless blender. And Copic has 360, and Spectrum Noir has, how much is Spectrum? I mean, I think it's 200 and something in my Spectrum Noir. Hey, babe. And I have the Ink Lily that has 160, and so on and so forth. Like, there's so many colors, but when you get the colors together, you want to blend them out so they kind of look good together, as it were. And so that is the reason why there is so many colors. And so I drew. I can't draw a lick. I stamped this. This is one of Crafter's Companion's stamps. And I stamped this out and I colored it in. And this was the selection of markers that I used. So you can't see the numbers on there, but this is all of the markers that I used. Let me put them over here away from that light. All the markers I used just to color this cupcake. And it's, first of all, it's like, oh my God, so many colors. But in order to get it to look the way I wanted to, I actually had to use so many colors to blend them together, not including pencils, because I was going to use some colored pencils to go on top of this also. Because when you use a colored pencil, it enriches your colors. It really enriches your design when you put a color pencil on top. So I did this design and I used all of these. So now I have the full set of the Blick markers, and I actually like how they feel. They feel really good. This ovalist, octagonish, hectagonish feels really comfortable in my hand. So I really enjoy coloring with those. And the bullet, not bullet, brush tip is really comparable to color with. And so it made flicking really easy for me. It made it really easy. So I really enjoyed these. Okay, so that was these. Next, I want to talk about the haul that I received. So I received from Crafter's Companion an order that I have been waiting for almost 2 months. I've gotten orders in between this order and things in between this order, but this finally showed up. And I am very happy that it did finally show up. So what it is they're stamps and dies. So this is the stamp, one of the stamps, and this is the very first one. It's called Wishes. And then you decorate around it. So as you can see, you stamp out wishes, you die cut wishes, and then you design a scene that you can lay wishes into. And then they have the stamps that says whatever you're wishing. You know, best wishes, goodwill wishes, birthday wishes, warm wishes to you, and so on. And so that is what this is. And this is what I have been waiting for, because I wanted my stamp group to do this. But then now I realize they can't do it because they can't stamp, because we can't physically meet for me to have supplies. Holy moly. So I'm going to have to figure this out. Okay, anyway. So this is wishes. And then we have family. We have sorry. We have baby. We have love. We have happy. We have laugh. And we have thank you. The reason why you don't see thank you is because I already got it out, because I'm getting ready to use it for something as a quick show you all. So that's them. And it was 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 of them in the set. Plus, there is a separate stamp set that didn't come with this. Of course, you always know when I get to working, my puppies get to barking. That's Cousin and China's MO. So my husband is letting them out to bark at whoever, whatever they're barking at. So then this also came in that order, and these are the edgeable dies, and they just did a display on these edgeable dies also at Crafter's Companion. So we have the cupcakes, we have the bubbles or circles, we have the butterflies, we have this elegant rose, we have the balloons, and we have the cascading hearts. And so that is these edgeables, and I will show you about these also. Next, I was on We All Miss Our Shows. And so the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo did a virtual show, which was really, really innovative. It was really good. They was able to pop on over to different companies and do their feed so we could see. And so I decided to do the swap. And it's 31 card swap. And I decided to do the Cricut swap. And so I will go on my Cricut Joy, print off or do 31 cards and send it back to the Scrapbook Expo people. And I got the little I swapped 2020 Expo pen, which was really cute, and the little bag that goes with it. And so that was really cute. And so they sent us an email and how to swap and who to send it all to. And so I got that in the mail also. So that was just a cute little side thing that I'm working on. And I think we're going to do that. We may do something like that in my Sewing and Craft Academy or All About the Paper classes, craft classes. Because that would be really cute. Okay, so let's get back to these. So what I did with the thank you, which is the example that I'm using, first you die cut out your thank you, which is what this is. You die cut out your thank you. Then you stamp on top of the thank you. Then you put it inside of a card and you create a card with it. But what I want to talk about is the fact that these little pieces are hard sometimes to stamp. If you stamp first, put that back in there. If you stamp first, this die covers it up. So you can't see where to put your die. And so I made this little bitty template, as it were. I just cut out the thank you in the middle of a piece of paper. And then now I have the ability to just continuously cut out thank yous and line the stamp up, which is what I did. And now I can stamp, and then I can continue to replace and replace and replace the stamps in there. So I'm looking for pink, I think. And so now all you have to do is load up your stamp positioner and stamp right on that die cut. Right on that die cut. I don't know what's up with this thank you. It has this dead spot right there. And it did it before. I don't know why. Maybe it caught it that time. But look at that. Nope, didn't catch it. And so what I did was, to catch this dead spot, is I just picked up some of this paint and I just went in there and I painted on top of it. But I might have to send this one back in order to get a new one, because I wouldn't want my people to have to continue to do that when they want to stamp. And that's the second time it's happened. But nevertheless, I have my die cut thank you, and these do stain, as you can see, because they're polymer, photopolymer stamps. So most photopolymer stamps do stain, But now I have my thank you, where then the next thank you, when I cut it out, I can put that right back in there and stamp again. And I can continue to do this until I'm done with all the thank yous that I want to do. So what I do with this piece, this is now my what do you call this? I don't know. My hinge piece, I guess. This is my piece that I use all the time for this thank you. And so I keep this all together in the little container. With, as soon as I transfer them to the plastic envelope so I can reduce the bulk in my craft room. But this will now all go together in here with it. And so that's how you can keep that, and you can continue to stamp your thank yous, wishes, whatever it is you're doing over and over again, and you never have to worry about them not being aligned. Okay? So that's that set. Next, we have our cascading set. This is the cutest little set ever. I was really waiting on these because it was just something different. And where does my cards go? And oh, it's behind it. And so what I did was I cut a card base. So I cut a card base. Then I cut down my card base, and then I put my balloons, let's say, because we're using the balloons as an example. And then I put my balloons on here and I stamped them out just like that, or die cut them out. And in order to see the balloons, I glued in the pink sheet of paper. And this is the same size, 4¼ by 4¼ by 5½. And then now you have a place where you can write on here on the front, or put other decorations. I'm going to actually stamp on here, maybe like something like here, and do birthday and then wishes like that. And so then you have a complete card, and then you can just write on the inside, just like that. And so I just wanted to show you a quick sample of the other one that I did. Ooh, I hate sticking these things back in the containers. So the other one that I did was the hearts. So for the hearts, what I did was I cut it down a little bit. And I cut it down in order to not be directly on that edge, because sometimes it catches. And because it catches, you have to deal with that. And so what I did was I cut some off, and then I put those hearts right in there, right on this edge, just like that. Send it through the die cutting machine. And once I send it through the die cutting machine, we have the cascading hearts. And then for this one, I cut out a 5½ by 5½ sheet of cardstock, and then I embossed it. You can see the embossing. I embossed this. This is the deboss side, and this is the emboss side. It's a double-sided sheet of cardstock. And then now this is going to get glued right on the inside of this. So when you're gluing something down that's being embossed, don't forget to use some kind of sturdy adhesive to get in those cracks to help it to stick. Don't use a lot of glue, but use enough glue that will allow it to get down into the center of those cracks without warping. And the glue I'm using is one of the glues from the Dollar Tree brand, and it's called Crafter Square. And so for my classes, all about the paper classes, one thing about when you're using wet glue, you have some wiggle room. Okay, so of course that's why that little end was like that, because I didn't put glue up here. You have wiggle room to work. So all of my class members I sent them a packet of oh, what is this? Supplies, a packet of supplies that included this bottle of glue so that they could be able to use it, because I wasn't sure if everybody had glue. And there's only a few people in my group, so it was not a burden to send everybody the beginning supplies, because once you get started doing this, I would expect you to go get the basic kit that I showed you on one of my earlier videos, to go get the basic kit of your own glue, ruler, some scissors, that type of stuff. And so now our cascading flowers, our cascading hearts now has a background. And then I'm going to decorate this portion with a sentiment, and I'm going to put a white piece in here that will be able to use to write a sentiment on. So then you will have a complete card. And that is how you can use these hearts. Also, you can use them on, well, I'm not going to tell you about that because I'm going to be doing a little die series on these edgeables. And so I just wanted to show you what they can look like when you start working with them. So, also with my order, I got this gorgeous Centura metallic paper in the pale gold. It's really wonderful. And I'm actually going to save this paper because I ordered the Spectrum Noir's Gold series today, and it'll be probably about a month before I get it because shipping is super uber slow. But I'm going to keep it, and I will be doing a lot of demonstrations with that kit because it's a big kit. It has shaker cards and foam flowers and edgeable dies and embossing folders, and it's a huge kit to use. Oh, also I got in my tabletops for my Totally Tiffany stands. So I just got a message that threw me off. On my phone on the side over here. And so I got the stands for my Totally Tiffany tops for my Totally Tiffany stands, and I think they're awesome. So now I have another surface to put to work when I'm working on projects. And so this is my mini-ish haul for today. Yodel or DHL or whatever the company is who delivers for Crafty's Companion said that they had my other order that I've been waiting for since the 14th of May. They said that they attempted delivery, but that is not true. I have been home all day. They did not attempt delivery of my order, but you would be more honest to say we ran out of time or we have too many deliveries. We'll deliver it tomorrow, and not say that you delivered it or attempted delivery, because that makes it look like we wasn't here prepared, because all the rest of the deliveries end up on my front porch or my back porch. So whatever. I talked to customer service and they said they're going to attempt delivery tomorrow because they couldn't re-deliver. I'm like, they didn't deliver the first one. So when I get that delivery, hopefully it will be my sewing fun kit, which is, I'm waiting for that one to do a project with my group also. So I will, if I get it tomorrow, I will do a video showing you that one. So I appreciate you watching my videos. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Please go onto my YouTube channel, like and subscribe and share my videos. I will be coming back often with videos on different projects. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.